Yo, this is the FIRMELAB Podcast coming at you live and direct. No interruptions, straight talk, no BS, straight facts. And this is your host, Easy G in La Casa. And we got a special guest, Yung Cutt-E.
Hey, what's happening? What's up, my brother? Easy, man.
What's going on, bro? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. I'm just happy to be here, my boy.
Yeah, I know, man. It's full circle, bro. We've been working, we've been doing so much stuff, and now we get to sit down and have a conversation. Have that convo about your stuff, about your things that that you have coming down the pipeline. But first, I want to talk about off the top with Yung Cutt-E on the top of the Warfield, bro. You've been doing this for both shows, which is Angelo's House on Saturdays and FIRMELAB Radio on Sundays, bro. Talk to me a little bit about that segment and how that came about.
Man, how did it come about, man? I really just be freestyling, like, just on the regular, you know what I'm saying? So Mike brought up this idea for me, and he was like, I think we should get you freestyling on the show, because it's really an art, like, it's really for the culture. And that's what we're dedicated to. We're just dedicated to providing material for the culture, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just what I do. So I make beats too, so he was like, you know what, why don't you freestyle over your own beats? You know what I'm saying? That's like a different level where you're freestyling to your own beats. And the inspiration behind it was BET Rhapsody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember that? Big Tigger? So I'm like the Big Tigger.
Yeah.
I'm interviewing you, and then I'm going to freestyle with you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not me. It's going to be me, you, that's what we do. You feel me? So I just be trying to bring that culture back where you don't see it no more. I think the last time they had something like that, I was like 13, 12 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. And you know what? Seeing that in live, since I get to be the spectator and all that, right? It's very interesting, because you kind of put pressure, not that you're intentionally doing it, but just the way because you come in hard, bro. I mean, your shit's always been, like, I remember one of the events that we had, and you were just, literally, this man was freestyling for like 2-3 hours. You go inside, come back out, you still freestyling, you go back in, you come back out. I was like, man, this man has some bars, but
right on.
But it's very interesting to see, though, because this kind of gives the other artists like that it's like I know they're not expecting it, but it's almost like being on your toes, right? Being on the edge is like this type of stuff happens, and when you actually when you're doing it, I think it really, because I'm paying attention what you're doing, and when you're freestyling, and then the artists, how they're observing you, and you could tell they're observing you very well.
I don't even look at
no. Well, yeah, but I am. Yeah.
Now that you're telling
me,
I
am, and it's because it's like that thing where you're like, yeah, you have to be prepared. Like, this is the things. It's kind of like Eminem, right? Like, remember the whole 8 Mile, the 8th Mile, right? 8 Mile. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, 8 Mile. Yeah,
8 Mile. You know how I think they're not, like, you're providing this environment where it's not stressful, but it's almost like, yeah, if you have that talent, right now it's the time to shine. And so you add that other edge to it, which is pretty cool, because I think a lot of the times the artists are not expecting it, and when you put them on that, not that you put them on the spot, but you
the element of surprise.
The element of surprise, bro. You're like, okay, what you got?
That's the quiet guy in the back that you gotta watch out for. You feel me?
Yeah, so that's dope. That's dope. So check us out on Saturdays from 4 to 6 p.m. Angelo's House on Psych Radio SF. Shout out to them. And on Sundays from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and you'll see Yung Cutt-E again. That is Off the Top with Yung Cutt-E on the top of the Warfield.
Off the top, man. Nothing written. Nothing
literally, it's off the top.
You'll hear me mess up and everything, but that's life.
He's so smooth with it, though.
Yeah,
he even says it. I messed up, but he just makes it rhyme with other shit.
Hey,
so
man, that's life, bro. That's why I love freestyling, because it's like when people go golfing, Like people like to go golfy because it teaches you patience. It keeps you to keep shooting your shot.
Yeah, bro.
You see what I'm saying? And then it goes, and then you use that same psychological way of thinking into your life. It's the same way with freestyling. When you're freestyling, you're running out of words. You might say some two weak ass bars, but then you come back and everybody's like, oh,
yeah,
you feel me?
exactly,
And that's life. You fall and you get back up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You keep going. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man, I kind of understand because the freestyling that I do with my art, it's actually, you know, not thinking about it, not sketching it out, just doing it off the dome. And that's hard to do. It just that in itself, it's you know, it's hard to do. So doing it when you have to think about lyrics and you have to think about making sure that it's rhyming.
Right.
And even when it doesn't rhyme, like how do you make it rhyme? You know, so you're super talented when it comes to that, bro. So I kind of want to talk about that talent that you have and where has it taken you, because I know you have these big projects coming down the pipeline, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know, so whatever you can speak on, bro. You know, the platform is yours.
I mean, I'm working with Andre Nicotina on some new music, man. He's working on some project with a couple projects actually, but this one project in specific, man, he's working with somebody big. I mean, I don't want to talk about it right now because it's not even out there yet. But when you guys gonna see, when you guys gonna see, it's gonna be major. You know what I'm talking about? And then I'm also working on a album with Casper from Sin Fronteras, man. He represented the mission. You know what I'm talking about? And he I got an album with him dropping. It's probably gonna drop in like a few weeks, sooner than soon.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? And then I got an album that I'm working on with Calon. He's from Colombia. So, you know, I'm trying to go outside the country with it, man, and work with bruh. And man, it's some crazy ass trap rock type of shit, man. It's crazy.
And not to cut you off, but for our people out there, if you want to check out that video, it's on YouTube. And it's basically Yung Cutt-E and Calon freestyling. Super dope. So that's like an introduction to what to expect. So check us out. Go on YouTube, FIRMELAB, just FIRMELAB.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to cut you off there, bro. But anything else besides
I mean, I got my solo album.
Yeah, there you go.
You feel me? I got that dropping. I don't know. I don't have a specific date yet, but
and that's gonna be your first one.
That's gonna be my first
one. Bro.
I mean, I dropped a mixtape back in like 2018. 2015. Correction, 2015. I have a mixtape called Target Practice Volume 1. I had that shit on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? But
this will be your official.
But this is gonna be my first official album.
Wow, bro. And how long you been doing this for?
Bro, like a good 2 years, bro, working on this specific album, because the thing about this album is I have a lot of songs. Yeah. I have like 30 songs. And I'm trying to bring it down to like 8.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of working on your own project, is you have the say on what songs make it and which ones don't. And it's a process, bro. And I have a good feeling about this one. Like, you gotta have that feeling.
Yeah.
You gotta be excited about it. If you're not excited about it, then maybe you gotta do something else. You know, but I'm excited about this album, man. I got Mr. Fab on there. I got Joe Blow on there.
Oh, shit,
you know what I'm saying? And we got the 25 Lighters remix on the works, man, with Nicotina. Dope. And man, we talk about a possibility again, Be Legit on there too.
Oh, damn. Hard hitters. But
I don't want to make no announcements, man. We'll get there when we get there.
Keep down the raps.
But the 25 Lighters remix is definitely on the way.
That's dope. And we also have a project together that we're working on, right? Yeah, it's a little something different for y'all out there, you know?
Yeah.
It's in the making. And in fact, if you want to see that this Sunday, on FIRMELAB Radio, we're gonna have a little snippet of the process of Yung Cutt-E making those beats. So it's gonna be a beat tape, or what is it?
Yeah,
beat tape. You know, but hey, stay tuned, because we have a lot of these coming on the pipeline.
And that beat tape idea that we got was actually inspired by the beat tape that I got with Pepe.
Yep.
Right.
That's right. Shout out to Pepe out there.
We got a beat tape with Pepe, produced by me. You know what I'm saying? Executive produced by Mike, because he helped us pick the beats and everything. And and it's called Smokers Therapy. You know what I'm saying? And this is just something for you to. Some people don't want to hear lyrics; they just want to listen to the beat. So it's just something for you to listen to, and you just want on some downtime, and you just trying to get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's what it's for, man. It's medicine.
There you go. It's music, man. Music, like you said, music is medicine, and all types of music. It doesn't have to be one way. I know when it comes to the market out there or the mainstream, it's always one type of music, and the point here is that we're trying to do different music for different people. Or different listeners, better yet. So I kind of want to get into you have a distribution, right? Like distribution two streams that you have artists under. So tell me a little bit about that.
They're real big in the Latin industry. Man.
Yeah.
And we got a Diabla album out now, 5 Feelings.
Yeah.
That's the first project, and the second project we're dropping off of BQM is Sin Fronteras with Casper,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then we got me and Calon.
So Diabla is on August 29th.
Yeah.
That's going to be her drop with Sin Frontera Dreams.
Yeah.
October, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got yours with Calon, which is
November.
November.
Yeah, and then in December we got JY.
And JY, you forget. By the way, go to YouTube. We had the first episode on FIRMELAB Podcast. We had JY with Yung Cutt-E. It's out now, so go ahead and support, go subscribe, go do all that great stuff so we could go live on YouTube.
Yeah, man. Straight from Peru, man.
Straight from Peru, yeah.
Incio, man.
Dope story. It's worth sitting there. It's about a little bit over an hour, but it's all gems. It's all gems.
Yeah,
but,
man. All good vibes, all feel good music.
Yeah, bro. So
shout out Stilo too, man. He's over there cooking up some fire with JY.
Yeah, for sure. Stilo. Shout out to Stilo out there, man. So you and Mike have been working on this distribution for a while, right? I mean, it's something that just didn't came about. You guys have been putting in the work for some years now, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's that been? I mean, the whole
it's been a big. It's like going to college. You know what I'm saying? Like it's probably more. It's probably bigger than that. Because it takes so much trial and error, you feel me, until you finally figure it out. And then after you figure it out, then you got to figure the next part out. But that's the beauty of it, man. So it's just been nothing but a beautiful journey. You feel me?
What do you envision it to be?
Man, more than music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is going to be more than music, man. This is about changing lives. You know what I'm saying? This is deeper than just like, this ain't even about being famous or nothing. Like we don't even want the attention.
Yeah.
We just want to do it because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Passionate.
Yeah.
Passionate about what you do, your craft, your skills, your talent, and all that stuff.
If we see it change somebody's life in a positive way, that's already like that's more than money to us.
Yeah, and that too is like what I like about it is that it's not just. Again, you're not focusing on, or you guys are not focusing on trying to get what's hot out there or what's popping or what's popular.
We ain't cutting no corners, nothing, man. We doing this all organic, man.
So and that's
for the people.
That's you actually took the words out of my mouth. It's very organic in the sense that you're getting these artists that most of the time they're being overseen or just they don't pay attention to them because either there's that language barrier and that's one thing about you, bro, that I really want to applaud you for is that you know Spanish, you're a Mexicano, right? Mexicano,
straight up.
But you still like you could choose different, which a lot of us do out here in the city and California itself. We kind of don't support our own people that are coming from the mainland or coming from other parts of South America or just the Americas itself. Mm-hmm. And so I've seen that with the way you approach that is you're very like tender with it, right? You're not you really try to make that person, even though there might be a slight language barrier. I don't a little bit just because of we're more on the Chicano side, meaning that we have more of the Calo slang or Spanglish slang that sometimes it is a little hard to communicate, but the way you do it and the way that I've observed, it's like you're very, very welcoming. Very, and so that's a big thing.
Yeah,
so tell me a little bit about that. Like, what's your experience behind? I know it's our traditions are not different, but in a sense they are, because we are from up here. We do practice different ways of living.
Right.
How's that been for you? Has that been a challenge for you, or you just take it like a grain of salt?
Well, the reason why I'm so welcoming is because I try to be that person that I needed when I didn't feel welcome. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, like, we're all human and everybody deserves a chance to, like, be understood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I always try to, it's crazy because, like, I was locked up a while back, and when I was in there, I had I was the translator for the Pisces and the Blacks, and it's really a language barrier, bro.
Yeah.
We could all get along. It's really just the language.
Yeah.
Once people don't know what you're saying, they start getting paranoid and think that you're talking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when females go get their nails done and the nail tech is talking in Chinese. They're like, "Oh, this bitch probably talking about me." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what it is, though.
No, it is.
People
That's what's a language barrier.
Like today, I went to go get a tire, and I know it's just a little bit off subject.
No, it's good, bro.
It's an example.
It's your experience.
I went to go get a tire, and then the guys changing the tire. They speak Spanish, and there's a black dude up in there, and they say something in Spanish, and he goes, What did you say?" They kind of like, what's going on? Like, once they start hearing a different language, they're like,
it's understandable.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's I think that's what it is that they don't. It's you need somebody to translate. Once it's an understanding, then it's welcoming. So I feel like when somebody comes and doesn't speak English, that's like me welcoming them. Like, I have that experience of being like, "Nah, it's all good, bro. We all good here. Don't trip."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, yeah. So as your upbringing, being from, because you're from South City, right? So
I'm from South San Francisco, yes, sir.
But I mean, basically, you're within the peninsula.
Yeah,
city.
yeah.
I know when they say I'm from Daly City, it's like, now you're from the city too.
Yeah.
Right? We all.
I mean, it's way different today. Like, it's way different today. I mean, at the end of the day, like, people are proud from being from the hood, right? But I'm actually proud that it's not the hood no more, because it's like, how do you say it? Like, it's more safe, I guess.
Yeah, it's changed for the better.
It changed for the better.
Yeah,
you see, even though I'm not with all the gentrification, shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not with that. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. But I guess the goal is to make your hood thrive.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Is for your hood to not be a hood no more.
Yeah.
For people not to be struggling in a part like.
So with that, like, have you seen what do you see, since you were talking about, being the translator of the paisas with the morenos, blacks,
right?
Do you see that there's been more of improvement in that sense of I mean, I know here in the city we've always got along with all different ethnicities, but specifically more for paisanos or more that are coming from, that have that language barrier. And you're being around artists or from here and all, has there been like a growth in that, where more of the musicians or rappers or whatnot from here are being more accepted of them? Because I know in the past it was like, they considered, especially Mexicano rappers, "Oh, you're Chicano rapper," or "You're not in this category." But because there is a lot, especially with the people we're working with, right? Their hip hop is not. It's like, it's not what quote unquote Chicano rap puts out there. So as your perspectiveness and being in the game for so long, have you seen any kind of growth in that area?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Burner's Mexican.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, back in the days, like you said, I mean, it's not even just Mexican. Just Hispanics and Latins in general, because you got Nicoyas, you got all that. So yeah, I have seen a growth. I have seen more collaborating. I have been seeing um, more black and brown connecting here. You know what I'm saying? I think even more now, especially with what's going on with like Trump and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like that brought some togetherness between us.
Okay.
It's between ICE and Black Lives Matter and all that other shit. Like they're seeing we got the same struggles, because it's always sometimes like it's always like a battle of who got it the worst. But
that's a narrative.
We got it worse. But it's just like, nah, man. We weren't. We could talk about history all we want, but we weren't there.
Yeah.
We're just talking about what we were told, whatever was passed on. For all we know, we probably were on ships too.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, there's like, you got to remember that when the tale is being told, it's always being told by the victory, right? Like whoever won that so-called war or conquest.
It's like playing that phone game where you say one word in the beginning, and when it goes to like 10 people, there's a whole different word by the time it gets to the end.
And I ask you that because, of course, social media has like they tell different tales, but I feel like there is a lot more unification. There's always been that. There's always been that,
especially in the Bay.
Yeah, in the Bay, it's just that it's usually one side or the other tends to not like it, and then that tends to kind of blow up to a bigger scale when it's not really that big. So I say this because, BQM is, which is actually, so what does BQM stand for?
BQM stands for better quality music, but it originally standed for big question mark.
Ah.
Yeah, it used to stand for big question mark because we started as a graffiti crew.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Marty, shout out to Doe, man. We used to go hit up, and Bin Laden, man. R.I.P. Bin Laden, man. Wish he was here with us right now, man. But we rocking for you, my boy. Yeah, man. It started with us, man. South San Francisco, right there on Village Way. We used to go hit the train tracks, and then like around when I was in high school, like around I was like 16 or 17, I started making beats, and then me and Marty were hanging out a lot. You know what I'm saying? And we started making music, and I taught him how to make beats. And then in return, he was teaching me, and back and forth. And then next thing you know, we're like, you know what? Let's turn BQM into better quality music. So then it went from there, and then we linked up with Peasy and Mike, and then we came up with better quality material because we wanted to umbrella.
Broad.
You feel me? We got the better quality merchandise, better quality music, better quality. I could keep going, but I don't want to give too much.
No,
some of y'all motherfuckers might steal my shit. You know what I mean?
No, I mean,
your game is to be sold, not to be told, my boy.
But that's why it's gonna work. That's why it's working, bro. Because it's very thoughtful, right? It's not just something put together. And the message itself, I mean, I just like it. It sounds right, BQM, but just better quality music. Just overall, what it stands for,
quality.
Right? Quality.
Quality is number one thing we care about.
And then, so when you bring in people to that, that's the expectation, right? It's like we're not just doing something half-assed. We're managing you in a different way, and I think that's where, what I've seen, rocking with you guys now for a few years or a couple of years, I see what BQM it really stands for. I don't think people understand it when they first hear it and it's being explained. But once you're in it, it really shows.
But that's why we call it big question.
Exactly. No, that's why you said when you said it, I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Because when people see BQM, they're like, huh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just, if you guys have been following us for the last 2 years, look at all the stuff and it's been BQM. Not everything else. I know we could slap other names, all that, but when it comes down to it, BQM is what's making all this happen.
And I want to give you the freedom to let it mean whatever the fuck you want it to mean. It could mean bitch quit mugging. It could mean whatever you want it to mean. And that's why we came up with it, because we want to give people the freedom to play with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big question mark. What does it mean to you?
Yeah. And that's, it actually resonates a lot, bro. I mean, I'm glad I asked that question because I always wondered, like, how did that come about? I know you've talked about it in the past, but now that since we're in the setting.
Graffiti, it's all about mystery.
Yeah, graffiti.
So
I mean, I used to
You
do some graffiti. Some.
It's all about mystery. Like, who's that?
Yeah.
How did he get up there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What does that mean?
Well, I mean, let's just look at us now. We're at the Warfield.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, what? Yeah. Like, BKM's at the Warfield? It's like, yeah, we are. You know, so it shows that we're just growing, and I say we because I've been included in all this, and I take a lot of pride in it, and you know, it's such a good thing for the community too, you know, because we are putting out there opportunities for the individuals that are just looking to be heard, you know, and not only that, maybe they do need some mentoring or some you know, some type of help that we could do, and that's just for everyone. It's not just
something just to get their mind off shit.
Yeah, so saying it's not just for Latinos neither. You know, it's an open platform. You know, that's another thing that I like about it. That, you know, it's, of course we're gonna help our community because it's what we grew up, and in the end, it's what we are getting raised in.
We want to help the little kid in us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know exactly. Yeah. So
we want to do that for the future generation. We see ourselves as that. You see what I'm saying? We're doing it like, man, like the little kid in me would be so proud of where I'm at right now, bro. I know. That's what it's about.
That's great that you say that, because say that again, bro, for the people.
Man, the little kid in me would be so proud of where I'm at right now, bro, because that's what it's about.
It's all about that.
See, sometimes that's all you need is to be like, damn. Like, if I was, the little kid in me would be like, that guy's cool, man. Like, I want to be like, damn, what? You know, he could freestyle. You know, everything that I dreamed of doing as a kid, I could do it now.
Yeah, and you're doing it, right? You're doing it, and we're doing it big.
Here. And that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters, is that little dreamer kid in you is, while you're following those footsteps that you thought you were gonna follow, that you actually are following. You just don't know it until you look back and realize, like, damn, like, life just does that for you by nature.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying? It just, like, it turns you into that person that protected you, that you needed to protect you. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm so passionate about music, is because music was like my parent. That was like my third parent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was your counseling.
Because when I wasn't trying to talk to my mom and I wasn't trying to talk to my dad, I would go play some Tupac, and Tupac was like, be a man, to, you know, respect women and be a man. Like, that's how I grew up to be the way I am, is to be respectful. I respect women, and I'm welcoming, and I'm a healing person. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what hip hop turned me into.
I'm glad you said that, because I know for a while there, I don't think, not so much now, but remember back, that's the reason why they came out with the parent advisory, right? But growing up, and when you used to listen to this music, and, you know, being from the Bay Area, our sound was a little different. Our artists were a little different. And back then, it's not like now. Back then, that's what you listened to. Either it was LA stuff because it's so close by, we could get it, but the Bay Area had just a whole different vibe, and with the artists, and then, of course, it was a little more, not street, but it was more independent, right? So when it's independent, you get to talk a lot more about real shit, what's real going on, you know, what's really going on out there. Now, growing up, how did that music influence you? Even though it wasn't quote unquote like positive music, but like since you were saying it, like, you know, when your mom or your dad, like, you couldn't talk to them, but you slap one of those songs, or, you know, some music like that, it wasn't always like negative, right? I mean, there was some positivity coming out of that. So if you could elaborate on that a little bit more.
Well, first of all, I was like a quarter of my life I was raised in Southern California. I lived in Long Beach, Inglewood, Whittier, fucking Moreno Valley.
Oh shit!
You feel me? I've lived a big chunk of my
Cali boy, man.
Yeah, so that's why I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to like LA rap and shit like that, right? Yeah. But yeah, so saying that, what was your question again, bro?
So I was just saying, you know, listening to that music, it didn't influence you too bad, right? I mean, I know I kind of said more than I needed to, but basically the gist of it was like, what kind of influence?
Well, when you're a kid and you're listening to those lyrics, you really don't even know what they mean at first.
Yeah.
I mean, you're listening to the things that stick out to you.
Yeah.
But like, as you get older, you're like, oh, that's.
Yeah, but they didn't make you go.
So a lot of the negative shit didn't really affect me.
Okay.
Because I didn't know what they was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what that meant until I got older. You know what I mean? So it didn't really like turn me into a violent person or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I was slapping Eminem and shit like that, and I knew what killing a bitch and all that shit was,
But
I
you
didn't go
do it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know,
yeah.
it's like watching a cartoon. You're not gonna repeat what you saw in a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hey man, you're gonna jump off you're gonna chase a roadrunner and hang off a cliff like Coyote.
There has been some Superman incidents that little kids try to do, and it's like, that's the parents' fault for not like sitting there and telling them don't do this shit. Yeah, I asked that question because I know you being I mean, I don't know, I don't think you're a rapper, bro. You're like a musician, right? Because you do. You don't just rap. You're not just lyrical. You do beats. You do production too, right? You do these different.
I do ghostwriting too.
There you go.
Spanish too. I be
in Spanish too.
Yeah, with my brother Mike, we be working. Yeah,
that's dope, man.
I'm a good rhymer, bro.
Yeah, you are.
You see what I'm saying?
I
could come up with first. You got to come up with the rhyme, and then you got to fill in the fucking. That's how I work. I come with rhyme, and then I just fill it in. Like a puzzle.
That's dope, bro. I mean, it's just to be able to do it in Spanish too.
Yeah,
that's.
If you come up with the word that rhymes, then now you got to make a sentence that makes that word make sense. That goes with the rest of the song.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. So do you have any events, any shows that you're doing on your own, or is it just with BQM?
BQM. I don't got no shows right now. But
besides
I know me and Calon are gonna perform with a band. We're gonna do a trap rock concert.
Tell me a little bit about that project. How did you guys come up with? I mean, it's not new, right? The idea is not new. It's not new, but it is new when it comes to Latinos.
Right.
It hasn't been. Yeah, it has been done. Okay, I'm actually but not in the Bay Area.
Not in the Bay Area.
Right. And so how did I even?
And he's from Colombia, so I highly doubt there's a Colombia artist that has something with somebody from the Bay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it started like because his sound and his style is very like grimy.
Yeah.
Very gritty.
Yeah.
Like very
yeah.
And I have a certain sound that sounds very hyper and very like turned up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Mike was just like, you know what, bro? And I was listening to Calon's music, and I was just like, bro, he be rapping on like the type of shit that I've been looking for somebody to rap with. And I didn't even know Mike was recording him the whole time until I heard his music, and I was like, who's that? I was like, I need to work with him, bro. Like,
damn,
that's the style that I'm looking for, bro. It's like that international, but like you could perform that shit for a big crowd and get them turned up, because that's where it's really at. Can you perform?
Yeah, it's true.
Can you perform? If you can't perform, then you ain't. I'm not to disrespect anybody, but you're not a real artist if you can't perform.
Yeah.
And you're not a real rapper if you have to perform over your fucking own lyrics, like with the lyrics. Nah, bro.
The little earpiece, is
no, with your lyrics on the song. You're literally rapping over your song.
Oh wow.
No, you're not a real rapper until you rap over your instrumentals to a live crowd.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
That
part,
that's real rap shit right there, my boy.
Okay.
Organic.
Yeah.
That's how I perform.
And that's hard.
Every time you see me perform, there ain't nothing in the background. It's all my voice.
Yeah. No, I mean,
it's just the instrumental and my voice, and just maybe a little couple things here and there. I have my engineer keep a couple things in there, like ad libs and shit like that. Yeah. But other than that, bro, I ain't. If I slip, I slip.
You know what's interesting about you, that you from all these years of you just being able to do this talent, you haven't had an actual album. So that's good though. I see that as a very good thing, because that means like you've been cooking, you've been marinating, you've been like, oh, when I come out, it's almost like fucking, no disrespect to Dre, but he was always like that one, like how long did we wait?
That's how I feel about myself, bro. Ask Mike. Mike's like, when you gonna drop?
Yeah, and then you're like, I'm not ready.
It's because I'm such like an overthinker, bro. I think that's like the Libra in me.
Yeah, but that's also
I'm like an
strategic.
overthinker. I'm like, are they gonna like it? Are they not? Is it perfect enough? Is the lyrics dope enough?
Yeah.
And
I mean, there's a point.
I hold myself back from dropping music because I'm my own worst enemy sometimes. I'm my biggest critic. And I'm learning to not do that, because it's like I've learned that like the song that you think is like not your favorite is somebody's favorite.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think that
You see
goes
what I'm saying?
that goes with everything, even with me as a visual artist.
Yeah.
The shit that I don't like, that's just like, and I do half-ass. People love it, and I think it's because it's the freedom of expression, right? When you're bound to an actual, like, okay, this is what I got to do. It takes away, because you're putting pressure on something that it should not have pressure. So I'm not surprised to hear this from an actual performer or musician, because in the end, the art of expression is the same across the board. Like, there's no difference between the medium, right? It's whether you sing, rap, poetry, visual artist, graphic designer, whatever it is. That art of expression is the same thing. So that's why, like, Alone, I like the fact that he's not just an artist, a rapper, a lyricist, but he also does tattoos. And that, honestly, that gives me a little bit of, because I've always wished that I could.
We should shoot a music video while he's tatting.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to do that.
Well, at some point. But so what I was trying to say is, like, seeing him and just in the way how you present himself, it's almost like, man, I wish I could do that too, right? And I know I probably can, but it would take me a lot more practice and dedication and stuff that I don't really have. But seeing this from someone else, it's like, oh, okay, not only he's an artist, but he's also a performer or a musician or whatnot. When I say musician, I don't want to just say a rapper, right? Because it's I think that title has been abused so much, and I feel like when you call someone a rapper, it's like
they almost don't take you serious.
Exactly. And it's like, no, you are, because you think, like, especially in your case, you're thinking about.
How did that term come up? What does rapper mean?
I think it was probably in the well, you're rapping.
But what are you rapping?
Well, you're talking shit. Back in the 60s or 70s, and it's usually so don't quote me on this, but my research is like it came from the Morenos to getting together, and they're rapping their shit, like talking shit, like not poetry, but they're like, man, how you doing you kicking it with the homies and you're talking shit, this and that. That's I think
I've seen
where
a couple
it
videos,
came.
So but back to what you were saying.
But so to kind of close it all out, what do you have besides? Well, no, we already talked about the. You don't want to say too much about the Andrew Nicotina stuff, right? But we got, again, and so I just want to remind the people out there what we got coming down the pipeline. In October, we have Sin Fronteras. I don't know why I'm having an issue today saying that. Sin Fronteras Dreams. You have their project coming in, or your project coming in, Casper, in October. So keep an eye out for that. November is the Yung Cutt-E and Alone. And then from there, it is on December, it's going to be the JY.
Jay Incio.
Oh, and then, of course, the collaboration with Pepe.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know when that's coming down? October
as well, man. And I got an album with Hoodwink.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got an album with him too called Boulevard Nights, man. That shit's...
When is that coming down?
Man, I don't know yet. We got to fit somewhere in there.
Damn, man.
But we got busy. But man, I got a lot of music dropping, man. I'm about to make y'all gonna recognize who I am. Y'all gonna see.
About time.
Exactly.
So where can they find you in your social media platforms?
Yung Cutt-E BQM. That's YUNGCUTTE_BQM. You know what I'm saying? And you can find me on there everywhere. You'll see the music I got. I got music with Paperboy too, man. Shout out Paperboy, man.
Shout out to Paperboy.
You feel me? That's my guy right there, man. We working on some new shit too, so y'all stay tuned for that too.
Right out. Any last plugins you want to do before we wrap this up? Or any messages for the youngsters out there?
Youngsters out there, man. Just for anybody out there.
Yeah, for anybody, yeah.
Stay focused, man, and it's okay to talk to God when you need to talk to God, but be loyal to God. Don't just come to him when times are bad. When times are good, come to him as well, because you don't want to just get what you want and run off on him. Now, God wants you to see that you loyal. You feel me? Once you're loyal to God, he gonna treat you very good. You feel me? So just stay positive and stay loyal to God. You feel me?
There you go. Amen. Amen. Churching.
Yes, sir.
Well, with that, people, again, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on IG, FIRMELAB.radio. Go on YouTube, too. We have all these videos being uploaded, so don't miss it out. We have a lot of good stuff coming down the pipeline, and we always try to have a positive and good message for you people out there. So, it's a win-win situation. Pero con eso, we are out.